Hello YouTube, and welcome to Chef Lethal Plays Path of Exile slow walkthrough series. I'm Chef Lethal. Let's get started. As you can tell, our witch is gone. Told that witch bye-bye. And we're back with the Marauder. So before I get into the content of moving on with the story, let's continue to do something that we didn't do before. So I never talked to Tarkley after this character entered Lion Eye's Watch. But he's going to give us some different things here. This is why it's important for this build to have done the witch first before really getting started with the Marauder, because Tarkley gives different rewards based on what kind of character class you are, and we want the rolling magma that we got from our witch friend. And then we can pick whatever we want here. I'm gonna go with probably Shield Crush. Probably seems like a good plan. I think according to the build guide, pretty much should do that. Let me just quickly check here. He doesn't really say. I use this till I go Shield Charge. Okay, so he uses Leap Slam until he uses Shield Charge. I may just start with Shield Charge. We will soon see how things go. I do want to kind of quickly look through some of the loot that we have here, just to kind of show you what I'm trying to do. I always like to have Portal Scroll if I have it, and Identify Scrolls. There's the Diablo coming out in me. Wisdom Scrolls. And we could start another character, and they all share the same inventory slots here, so it's pretty cool. I do have these. Okay, so we're doing okay on Wisdom Scrolls. This Vine Circlet I can go ahead and wear, and we've got these gloves that we found before. And let's see, I see these boots. I'll go ahead and equip those. This shield we'll attach that, and let's see, I think that is it. We could check this tribal club. That's identified and see. So this is a good example of a pretty decently rolled rare item. As you can tell, it's got the modifiers that are separated. So there's the one, the 10% reduced enemy stun threshold. That's an implicit modifier. That's kind of just like sticks with the item. And then the other 6 are other modifiers. I believe they're called, are they implicit? Explicit. They're modifiers. They have prefixes and suffixes. For a rare item, you can have up to 3 prefixes and 3 suffix modifiers. So this one gives us a bit more physical damage, adds some lightning damage, gives us a higher critical chance, gives us a little bit of lightning resistance, and so this isn't terrible. It's a 3 red socket, but only 2 of them are linked here. So that's something that we need to think about. It's not terribly urgent one way or another right now. We've got Frostblink that we can't use till level 16. I can start using Rolling Magma, which is the preferred skill to use. And if we have, what's here? Fireball and Arcane Surge. So this requires level 4 Rolling Magma. I do have this open blue slot here, and it's already linked. It does not matter where you put your skills as far as what gear. Like, you don't have to have your attack on your weapon. That is not necessary. So we're going to attack with Rolling Magma. I'm going to put this on always attack without moving. I'm going to clear my extra slot there. And let's see, I've got this small life flask. It recovers 70. Small mana is 50. All right, this flask has quality on it, so it recovers a little bit more than standard. So I'm going to equip that one because more life is good. And just for the kicks, I'll throw that in there. And why not? We don't do physical damage, but put the ring on just because we can. I'm going to save the Quicksilver Flask. And away we go. Let's see. I can go ahead and sell this bow. I'll sell this gnarled branch. Driftwood club. Okay. So, one of the most important things in this game is, it's not really, at least in the early game, it doesn't really matter your item types too much. It matters more that you have the right colors and links that you need to move forward. So I'm gonna sell this crude bow to Nessa, and it's a plain old white item, so we get one scroll fragment. Now this gnarled branch has a green, blue, and a red linked socket, so I'm gonna get this cool chromatic orb. And what this one actually does tell you what it does. So if I use this on an item, if I use this on this driftwood club, it can change the colors of the sockets on there. Very handy. And so this one's got red, blue, and green, but this is not linked, so this is just going to give us another fragment. That's fine. I'm going to accept that, take our newly gotten gains, and put them in the slots here. I'll organize all this off stream one day. Off stream, listen to me. Off camera. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pretty much just speed run some of this stuff because we just did it with the witch. In fact, what I'm planning on doing is going out here to do the content and just speeding up the footage to like 5 times, so you can still watch me do it, but we don't need to spend a whole crap load of time on it because it's we've already done it. We just literally did it a few moments ago, or last episode, whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head on out, practice throwing some rolling magma balls at people, and see how it goes. The one thing that's different about rolling magma than most skills is you want to try to click in front of the enemy that you're attacking and not the enemy itself. That's just a quirk of how the skill works. Basically, it throws a little ball of magma like that, and then it kind of does a little explodey there, and we can actually read what it says that it does. It can chain while it's hitting the ground, and so damages multiple targets. It's pretty nice. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna just power run through this, and I will put the video back to normal speed if we come into any contact with things that I need to talk about. Right, so you saw that kind of took on Hillrake right to the front, and that worked out pretty well for us. This character is a little bit beefier than the witch, so that wasn't such a bad thing. Let's look here. So I do kind of want to level up a little bit, but it is time to get a passive point. So let me open up our tree here, and we pretty much, I'm not going to show the tree on Path of Building, but it looks like we need to go right down here and get a little bit of armor and a bit of maximum life. Excellent. Excelente. So you might be able to tell from the sped up footage, the rolling magma takes a little bit getting used to, but you know, it is what it is. So see, this armor is 27, this one is only 21, but it has two sockets here, and right now I'm going to prioritize that over anything else. So let's see, what's it? I picked up momentum support as the quest reward. We don't need it, but I'm going to keep it for reasons. Fireball, we're not going to use. Arcane Surge, I need to be level 4. I'm going to split that with Rolling Magma once we get that going. And let's see. This Maul, I could probably identify it at least. Gives a little bit of cold resistance. That might not be such a bad thing. But we would lose our shield here because it's a two-handed weapon. What I will do is put these out and I'll sell them, and I'll sell this. And we're not going to use a spirit shield, are we? Let's take a look at this spirit shield. Yeah, we're not going to use that. Okay. So I just looked at it, and it's not anything that I really necessarily care about. I think having the blue and green is just fine. So I'm going to go up to Nessa and pretty much just do a dump job of all of these things. Okay. Nothing too crazy. But here we go. Okay. So I've got this Quicksilver that I'm ready to use once I hit level 4. Should be identical to this one. Okay. And then once I hit level 4, I'm going to put Arcane Surge in the supported slot for Rolling Magma. And... oh, I picked up Shield Crush, not Shield Charge. I'm smart. Another thing that I want is Frost Blink as well. This is one that is a really, really good skill. So I'm going to have that ready, and I'm going to have that ready for when I turn level 4. I believe that is it. We are now going to travel to the coast, to the Mudflats, enter the Fetid Pool, and kill all the monsters there. I did not do the Fetid Pool before, so I may not speed up the footage because we haven't done that yet. So we'll see what it's like when we get there. Hey, we found the Fetid Pool. Sweet, that wasn't too bad at all. So now we need to kill all the enemies here. This can be obnoxious because you don't, like, there's no indication on the map where they are, so if you miss one and you get down to just one left, like, where is that guy? This guy is fire and ignite resistant. And since we're doing fire damage right now, this is a bit of a problem. But you can see he's yellow, so he's a rare monster type. Let me kind of get away from him real quick. I'm going to put in Heavy Strike back. And maybe just try to melee him down a little bit. Let me see how much damage I can tank here. Oh yeah, we're fine. Nice. Definitely picking this up. Heavy Strike leveled up. Not that that really matters for us. Now I can identify this belt. Okay, we get a little bit of life regen and a little bit more energy shield. That's really nice. And I am going to identify the boots right away too, because it'll, no matter what, be better than what we have. It's got 3 sockets. Boots can have a maximum of 4, which you don't start to see until a little bit later in the game. But a little bit dexterity, a little bit evasion rating. That's significantly better than what we currently have. So we're going to keep on moving. Now this, again, this is an area that you pretty much have to look for. Every corner you have to go through to make sure you find all the monsters, especially these zombies. They're like, they blend in with the surroundings, you know? Oh, shoot. So they can be easy to miss. All right, level 4. Awesome. This is big for us. Let me make sure we get all these guys. Now I'm going to add Arcane Surge support to my Rolling Magma to make it a little bit better. And my character isn't smart enough to use Frost Blink yet, which stinks. So I'm going to hit C to show you my character, and we've got 14 intelligence, and we need 16 to use Frost Blink. So the next level up, we will get that for sure. I have a passive point. I'm going to use this. The only way we can go is down, so we're going to grab this armor and max life. Alright, moving right along. Oh good. Lightning and shock resistance, but he has more... he has extra life. So you can see one of my gems is available to level up, but it says I cannot level it up, probably because I don't have the right statistics, or I'm not the right level for it. It will tell us when we are not being attacked by a giant skeleton. Alright, so we cannot level this up because I don't meet the requirements. So yeah, this needs more intelligence to level up. So I'm just going to right click that so it does not show anymore because I don't want to see it clogging up my screen. Alright, check this corner. There's no monsters. Oh, one thing we can do is start to use our Quicksilver. Okay, so now Quicksilver. I have to kill some monsters to fill this up, but it gives us a short burst of 40% extra movement speed, which is pretty swell. Portal scroll, very nice. I think Arcane Surge, I can read the skill gem, or the support gem of it, but I think it allows for like the third supported attack to do extra damage or something. Ooh, we got a group of blue monsters. These are really good to kill. They give extra XP, usually have better drops. And since these guys are slow, I can kind of just kite them along and let my magma balls run right through them. Let him get close and just give him a whack. All right, level 5. I don't get intelligence. I thought, oh man, I thought the Marauder got intelligence on level up. Dang it, bummer. I will level up Heavy Strike and Ruthless. Excuse me, goodness, there's something going on in my throat. Pick up that, and this is blue. I'll pick that up. Stone Axe, that's a really big item, but like physically, it's big. I will leave those items there because I don't really have a lot of inventory space. Oh, we have a point to use. Make sure we use these. Now we got to check Path of Building, and we're gonna take the upper bend here and get a little bit more armor and some more life. Going great. We can see we're at monster level 5, and we are level 5 ourselves, so we're right on track. Ideally, like in the perfect, you know, I don't want to say professional, but after you've played this a few times, you really want to be below the area. Like if you're like, ideally you'd be like level 3 right now. Right, so I'm gonna try to stand here and take some punishment. Okay, we're taking too much punishment. Need to hit this guy. Oh, my mana is gone. Luckily, I mean, yeah, he's bringing in a lot of minions, but that's helping us refill our flask charges. Wow, we're in trouble. Okay, he's really going to town here. I'm gonna have to go in here with Heavy Strike and just try to beat him down. And I just start whacking him. The rolling magma's not doing it for me in this case. Oh shoot, we're in trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. Oh boy. I may have to abort. Ah, we got him. Oh man, they're getting me. So we killed the area boss, but the goal of the mission is to clear the fetid pool. So we've got to kill everything. All right, we got an amulet, a hat that's probably better than what we currently have, and some boots. All right, that was really scary. Really scary. And so some of these guys can like run by you, and then you miss them. And it's like, oh shoot, you know, there's one monster remaining, but I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, it's that guy that flew by me. So watch, I can hit 5 and activate my Quicksilver, and we move just a little bit faster. Not quite. When we get really close, it'll tell us that we've got 5 monsters remaining, 3 monsters, stuff like that. So we're not quite there yet. Get my Quicksilver and explore this side over here. Give these guys a good whacking. Important to be able to whack those guys out. Yes, I said that on purpose. No, you cannot quote me. Whoa! Big group of monsters here. And a special rare guy. Let's see. Extra fire damage and exposure. So exposure is a modifier that he will make it so that we are more likely, or we are, let's see, how do I want to put this? More susceptible to fire damage. Let me just kind of get in here with whacking. When in doubt, hit him with the big stick.
I cannot carry this.
Oh, goat's horn might be good. I can't pick it up because I don't have any space. I can just move some stuff around. Goat's horn is a 3 thing there, and I don't think I can make this work. Pick up the skinning knife. Be great for the currency. It's probably not a great idea. Here's what I can do. I can take this small flask and drop it, and then plop that there. Move this here. In fact, let's identify this amulet. We get more critical strike. We get a lot of strength, actually. And just a tiny, itsy-bitsy little bit of energy shield. So that's really good. The 4. So the skinning knife is a 3. All right. We still have more monsters to kill, so let's find them. And get out of here. Oh, see, they're on the left, 2, 1, 0. Travel back to Tarkley for our reward. Do that. I've got the scroll for it. Why not? Let's talk to Tarkley and finish up this episode.
A necromancer.
Yep. Okay, this is great. This is an amazing reward. Gives 2 passive respec points. So this is 2... skill points that we can use. So like basically 2 level ups for free. I'm gonna do a quick dump here. Ew, gross, chef. I know, I'm horrendous. I'm not even gonna really look at what I'm putting away. Do I like it this way or that way? I think I prefer it this way. Personal preference, nothing more than that. So I'm gonna talk to Mr. Tarkley.
Welcome.
And I can go here to the Necromancer reward. Put this in my inventory, and then right-click it, and then boom. We should have 2... Oh, those are respec points. Darn it, I thought they were actual passive points. Respec points is you can go in here and we can refund passives. So if I made a mistake and I instead needed to go down this path for the strength instead of over here to life and armor, I could refund passives, and I only have 2 points, but you get the idea. I could take away this node and this node, and get those 2 points back, where I could then go in a different direction. There are currency that we can get later in the game that will allow us to do that, and there are some build guides that kind of want you to do that. I don't know if this is one of them because I haven't gotten that far, so we'll just see what happens. I do quickly, to end the episode here, want to... I suspect this is already kind of a shorter one since I have that speedy section. I want to check out this vine circlet. So I mean, it is better than the one that I'm currently wearing. It has 3 linked sockets. That's great. Let's check this leather cap. So this is pretty good too. Fire resistance, a tiny little bit of physical damage reflecting, a little bit of life. So I can hold control and compare it directly with the helmet that I'm currently wearing. And this is a tough one because The leather cap is a better item, but the vine circlet has more sockets, and I think I'm going to prioritize the sockets right now. Your mileage may vary. You're not going to get these exact same items since everything is randomized, but just kind of keep in mind that don't fall in love with a certain item. You can always change your mind later, and it's totally fine. I'm going to sell. When I say sell, it's just an anomalous, synonymous with just throwing it to the vendor. People will say, "I'm gonna vendor these." I need more wisdom scrolls.
Hello.
So we're gonna sell. None of this other stuff was really interesting to me. I'm not gonna identify this stuff. It's kind of a waste of identify scrolls right now. The boots would be interesting to identify, but I like my 3 sockets here, so I'm gonna do that. Now I'm getting a medium life flask because I'm vendoring 3 of the same type of life flask here, small, so it automatically upgrades to a medium. That's pretty sweet. That's an immediate upgrade. Recovers 150 life out of 170, and this one only does 76. So I'm gonna put this one. I'm going to have 2. Right now I'm gonna run 2 life flasks, 2 manas, and a quicksilver, just because it's early and things can get a little suspicious pretty quickly. Let's see. Do I want to even check out the skinning knife? I will probably just leave it unidentified. The bow, we're not a bow build, so I'm not even going to look at them. This simple robe requires 17 intelligence. I don't quite have that. This buckler is a better... right now I don't need these sockets, so I'm going to put this, and I'm going to take this shield instead, because it's got a little bit of evasion and cold resistance. These boots can go. There's nothing special there. And this wand, I'm not using wands. I'm not using a shabby jerkin. And goat's horn there. I'm just going to organize this. This skill can be supported with rolling magma. So phantasm are like little minions. Okay, that's cool. So, interesting. I wonder if I can use heavy strike. I can. So this is a blue gem. It can only go in a blue socket. So I think what I'm going to do, since I'm rarely using heavy strike, but I am still using heavy strike, I'm going to put it there so that now when we use heavy strike, we get phantasms, maybe something like that. We'll see. And you know, I realize there's probably still some stuff that I'm skipping over. If anything comes up in these videos that I'm not explaining, or I'm not explaining well, or something's still a little ambiguous, just leave a comment. I will check it out. I'm a small creator. I have time to check it out and help answer it and hopefully clarify some things. Because I feel like there may be already some stuff that I have missed. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to run 2 mana flasks. I'm going to run 2 quicksilvers because it'll be better to run a little bit faster. I think that was it as far as everything that we have just done and items that we have. This club. I should use this club. So right now we've got Ruthless Support, but we have nothing to support, so I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take out this club, and I'm going to do this. Here's another thing that's really, really cool about some small little feature for the game. So right now I have Heavy Strike. It's on my mouse 4 hotkey. If I take out Heavy Strike, obviously I can't use it. So when I put it back, it remembers the slot, the hotkey that I had for it. So I don't have to rebind that anywhere. It automatically does it itself, which is really, really, really cool. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Grinding Gear Games. But that's going to be it for this episode. We are back on the Marauder. We are fully invested in the Marauder now, and it's time to really start getting into the depths, the submerged depths, if you will, of Act 1 and seeing what this guy can do. I will do a little bit of homework on the build guide notes just to make sure that we're getting all the right skills that we need and finding the sockets that we want, but no gameplay without it being recorded. So that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying what you are watching so far. All of the relevant links are in the description down below, and I will see you next time.